Hey y'all, it's Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and I'm here with a Shop My Stash, Get Ready With Me. So in my last video, we did like a makeup organization video, and I showed you all the new makeup, and we put everything away 100% except for my Project Pan items, which means I have no makeup in front of me to get ready with except my Project Pan items. So I thought it'd be fun to go through my collection with you guys, pick out makeup for just a full face, and then we do it together. So if that sounds like something you like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Okay, I saw Juicy Jazz do this video. I saw Julie Dawn Olsen do this video, and I feel like Emily Noel has done something similar recently, so I was like, that looks like so much fun, and I really enjoyed watching them, so I'm just jumping on the train and doing it too. I just think that sounds so fun. So my makeup collection is right back here, so let's go shop it together. We're gonna start in this bottom drawer because I'm just gonna pull makeup how I apply it to my face. So the very first thing I do is primer, and I think I actually want to use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is so viral right now, and I typically prefer like more of like a Lumi Glotion or like a hydrating primer, but let's go ahead and pull this for primer. And then for foundation, I have a couple from Project Pan, but that are sitting on my vanity, but I haven't used this one in a while. This is the L'Oreal True Match, and mine's an N1 Neutral, and this one is, does it have a name other than Neutral? I don't think so. So we'll pull this for foundation. I haven't used my beloved Revlon concealer stick in a while. This one is in Light Pale 002. I've been using my Project Pan one, so I thought let's just pull this because it's been a little while. And then to set all of that, remember the new makeup's in here. It's primarily here, and there is some in other parts of the drawers, but I think I'm actually so curious about the One Size setting powder. I am worried it's a little mattifying, but I'm just so curious about it that I want to use it. And I do have a my Huda pressed powder on my vanity already that we could use as a finishing powder to bring some glow back if we need to. So let's use that as setting. And then as far as bronzer goes, I recently had gotten this one off of Mercari. This is the Hoola Glow bronzer by Benefit. I've used it a couple of times and I really like it, so I want to use it with you guys. Let's see. Let's move up to, we got bronzer, we need blush. Okay, these are all of the blushes in my collection. What do I want to pull here? You know, this is really random, but I haven't pulled this Marc Jacobs blush. This one's in Kink and Kisses. These are discontinued. But I literally haven't pulled this blush in like a year. And I don't know why, I just saw it sitting there and I'm like, that looks like a lot of fun. So let's pull that. We definitely need a highlighter. This is my bronzers, but this is all highlighters and most of this is highlighters. I don't really have one in mind that I would like to use. Oh, I haven't used this in a while. This is Ofra Blissful highlighter. Let's pull this one. Okay, I had to kind of do this Shop My Stash situation the other day when I got ready, and I had pulled this as my eyeshadow that day, the Maybelline City Mini. This one is in Chilled Brunch, and it was so pretty, and I wore it like 10 hours that day, and at the end of the day it looked just as good as it did when I put it on. So that was so good. Love it. But let's use the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I got a comment on my last video that said that she had got it Black Friday or something like that, and I didn't realize it was just so recently sold. I knew it was discontinued, but I didn't know like the date. So I'm sure there maybe are a few others of you who got this kind of recently. So let's use this. Okay, We're back. We have all the goods. We're gonna apply them. If you're like, where's the setting spray and the lipstick and the eye, like mascara and brows? That lives up here, so we'll talk about that when we get to it. I also have like a little breakout situation here, little psoriasis here. So we're gonna just cover that up as best we can. I'm sure this will still show through because the foundation that we chose out is not like super full coverage, but it is what it is. I think that's a mix of when I was sick, you know, like just blowing my nose, and even though you're like washing your hands and your face, it's still like, well, on top of pregnancy. I read in my app, because I'm 17 weeks now, that this is the time that skin issues or rashes or whatever start to develop. So it could be a little bit of that as well. But we're just going to ignore it. It's fine. It's just what's happening here. But let's go in first with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is blowing up all over social media. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. That's partly the reason I purchased it. But I just like to kind of like rub it in, tap it in. You can kind of press it into like any like fine lines you might have on your face. And it is a very tacky primer. And I don't know that you necessarily need it to dry down, but it feels like you do. So I don't know. But I'm just pressing it in. It's very tacky already. Like stick. Can you hear it sticking? So that's pretty good. We'll let that dry down just a little bit. On my lips, it's just Aquaphor. Nothing exciting at this point. Alright, it is Saturday night as I film this. I'm getting ready to go to a coworker's going away party. I worked with them for a while, but they just got a new job. So we try to celebrate, especially full-time staff, when they get a new job. So, or leave us, I should say. We don't really like that they get a new job, but we are sad when they leave us, so we try to celebrate them. So there's a place down the street that we are typically where we go to. It's called Foaling. It's like bowling, like there's bowling pins, but then you throw a football to hit them. I don't play it. That's not my vibe. I just sit and hang. I just talk to people who, because there's usually other people who aren't playing, or in between games people will switch out, so then who was just playing is now hanging out, vice versa. So I'm just gonna go hang for like an hour or two and then come home. Alright, we have a beauty blender. I need to get a new one, and then the foundation. So I personally like to put the foundation on the end, just like 3 pumps, and then got some on my hand. Then I like to just kind of stamp it first, just to place it on the right sections of my face, and then I go in and blend it in. It's a little bit light for me, but it ends up working out. And this is a new foundation to me. I hauled it. I did like a Walmart makeup haul a couple of months back, and I purchased it then, or I had it in that haul. And I think I've only used it like 3 or 4 times since then. I had also hauled the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, which I have purchased this one 3 or 4 times, and that's honestly the one that I use the most consistently. I'm trying to pan the IT CC Plus Nude Glow, but I don't like it on its own anymore. There's been times that it was okay on its own, but right now I don't like it. And I did a couple of Get Ready With Me's during Vlogmas, and I used that, and it was patchy on my skin. It was definitely that, because nothing else has been patchy like that on my skin. So what I've been doing is mixing these two together just as a way to finish the nude glow and not waste it, even though I just want to put it in the trash can. Like, I'm just so over it, but it's okay. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. So that's what the coverage is looking like. It is a natural finish foundation, but as you can see, it does have light coverage. I'm personally okay with like imperfections peeking through, but if that's something that like bothers you, then this is not going to be the foundation to cover that up for you. So you either need to have a fuller coverage foundation or go in with a concealer. But that's that on that. So now we're going to go in with the Revlon Photo Ready Concealer Stick. And I personally really like this. So I'm just going to kind of do it under my eyes, and I'll press it in with my fingers after, but just kind of placing that down. Y'all, oh my gosh, I've been obsessed with the show My Big Fat Fabulous Life. It's a TLC reality TV show. Have you seen it? I need to know. It's been on for a while, like since 2014 or 2015, and it's still currently on. I mean, they might be in between seasons now, but it's up to season 11 now. I think it's still on at least. Now that I've placed that with my finger, I'm just going to press the rest in with my sponge. I am so obsessed. I learned about the show on Reddit because there's like a Reddit snark page about it, and it kept coming up on my home feed, and I was like, you know what? That looks like something I would enjoy watching. So I started watching it when I was sick the week before last. And I'm obsessed. Like, even Jared really enjoys watching it. I'm going to do just another little layer of that. The episodes are long too. They're like 45-minute episodes. But it's about Whitney, and she's plus size. And so the first few seasons more so are about her weight, but it's mostly just about her life and her group of friends that are on the show. And I think our friends, like the personalities of everyone on the show are really like balance everything out. Her parents are on the show, and her mom, Babs, is really funny, which I did read she has passed away, and that is one of the episodes, so I don't really look forward to getting to that episode. But I just really enjoy it. I'm really hooked on it. Alright, we're going in with the one size powder. We're going to start with a smaller brush so we can get under the eye. And then we'll go in with a bigger brush to get the rest of my face. I gave up my snark pages on Reddit. I followed a bunch of snark pages. If you've never, if you don't know what I'm talking about, like you've never seen that, basically, every TV show that you could think of, any big influencer that you can think of, there is a Reddit page about them where people just say like, not like super kind things. Sometimes they do. Some pages, I guess, maybe some shows just kind of bring in nicer people than others. But I had to unfollow all of mine because I just think it's so negative. And even though there's like some things that some people I follow, I'm like, something's off. Okay, I can still think that, but I don't need to read a Reddit thread of people just bullying other people. So, anyways, I unfollowed all of them. But there's one about that show, and I don't follow it, but it keeps showing up on my feed. I can make that stop, so I probably should do that. Now I'm going to go on a bigger brush and set the rest of my makeup. But they say such mean things about her, and I don't really agree with any of them, but I say that maybe you watching it might think the way that a lot of other people think, but I just really like the show personally, and I just find it really entertaining. I don't take it too serious. A lot of people just call her selfish and stuff and lazy, but I'm like, selfish? The show's about her. Like, I don't know. Like, of course, like, it's self-centered because it's about her. Like, that's just kind of strange to me. Okay, I'm going to take this Maybelline Age Eraser. This is a Project Pan item, but I'm going to use it to conceal my lids, kind of like an eyelid primer. I usually use concealer for eyelid primer. I haven't actually used an eyelid primer for a really long time. And I've actually been thinking about purchasing a new one, but I don't know. For now, this is what I got. So, setting that, I'm going to go back in with this smaller brush with a little bit more of the powder. And we'll just set that. Yeah, I think this is a little bit of a mattifying powder, but it definitely took the tackiness out of my skin, which for me personally is really important. I noticed there is still a little bit of tackiness down here, so let me get that. So this is what the base products are looking like. I like it because it's like my skin tone has been even out. Like all of the redness is gone. It just looks even, you know, a great foundation or surface to add in the rest of the products. All right, so now we're going to go in with the rest of the products. Personally, this is just the order I do my makeup. Obviously, do it in whatever order you want. If anything, I hope this video just inspired you to use what you have and maybe entertain you while you're getting ready or doing whatever you're doing. But let's go in with the Hoola Glow. Used this a few times and I do really like it. Looks like this. Has like a little bit of a sheen to it. It's a nice warm tone. Back to the show though. I think the thing that bothers me about that Reddit thing is they kind of act like everyone on the show is like a victim of Whitney, the main girl. But they're all contracted and making money off the show. So like I think they're all adults making a decision that works best for them. But that's why, okay, that's why I had to let go of those snark pages, because they just bother me, they irk me, and then I'm just spending energy, like, thinking about it, and that's just kind of, ugh. I kind of take my bronzer, like, not super high, like, just above where my contour would be, and I do like to stamp my products opposed to swiping. I'll swipe after I've stamped just to kind of blend them out, but I'm mostly stamping just to place them. And I do like to take the bronzer more like in my hairline, so it's mostly in my hairline. And then without any extra product, I'll kind of do like the sides of my nose, along my jawline, and then a little bit down my neck. So it's just like a light color brought back in, but nothing like too noticeable. Okay, so if you've missed Vlogmas or you missed the last video, I am pregnant with twins, and there's a lot of things we have to get two of, and there's going to be a lot of things that we're not going to get two of. Like, an example is our friend, I showed this in Vlogmas, she gave us some stuff, and one was a baby bathtub. We're only going to do one baby bathtub, because I don't think there's going to be many, if any, situations where we're doing each baby at one time, giving them a bath. So there's gonna be like a lot of things like that like we don't need two of them, but there are definitely a lot of things that we'll need two of. Two cribs, two high chairs, let's see, two car seats, a double stroller, so things like that obviously we have to have two of. Alright, we're going in with the Kink and Kisses blush by Marc Jacobs, and I'm going to use this bling brush. It's kind of like fluffier, and I just like to go into like back and forth, so we're hitting all the colors. So I had in like a more expensive crib that I wanted to get, because it's one of those like 8-in-1s. It goes from bassinet to mini crib to full crib to toddler bed, and it was $600, so two of them, $1,200, and sometimes they go on sale, so I could have got it for maybe like $1,000 if I found a sale. So I kind of take it from like the back of my apple's back. That was the plan, but the more I thought about it, and also like my insurance deductible, like everyone else's, has reset in the beginning of the year, so I'm gonna have to like work. I'm basically going to have to pay a lot of out-of-pocket for these appointments until that deductible's hit, and then everything's 100%. So like, it's a pretty good gig once you hit it. But I was thinking like, okay, there's gonna be money coming out of my pocket for that. There's just other things that come up that we have to pay for that I'm like, I really should try to find something like more affordable. And I don't mind secondhand. It's just sometimes hard to find secondhand stuff. But I'm like, let me just look on Facebook Market for cribs. That looks so pretty. So pretty. Ah! Actually, I want to do just a little bit more. So I was on there, and I found this like warehouse place close by. It's kind of like a resale warehouse type situation. And he had 2 cribs. They were like the Delta brand, 3-in-1 for $70. And they are brand new. And if you bought them brand new from Target, because they're still at Target, it's $124. So essentially half off. So I message him and I say, hey, do you have 2 of these? And he said yes. And he has like an actual store that you go to. So I was like, okay, cool. So we went to the store, and it's like a true warehouse. Like, there's nothing on display. It's just like boxes, and he knows what he has, and he has most of it listed online, so you can tell him what you're looking for, and he can help you look for it. We're going to put the Ofra highlighter on, and I'm going to use that same brush. I like these fluffier brushes because it kind of diffuses the highlighter, and I keep it more like stamped on the top of my cheek, on the top of that highlight. And I just think it's like more diffused. I really like it. So we get there. Really wasn't bad. Like maybe just like 10-15 minutes from our house. And get there, and I was like, they had us like a bunch of cribs stacked up like in the boxes. And I didn't see any 3-in-1s. Like I saw 6-in-1. And he said, oh, let me help you. Very, very helpful person. So he's like, okay, yeah, I don't have the 3-in-1s, but I have the 6-in-1s. I'll give them to you for the exact same price. Even though the 6-in-1s were like $200-ish if you were to go buy it, still Delta brand. But he could only find like 1 in one color, 1 in the other color. So he was looking. He found another Delta one that was, it's still a 6-in-1, but it's like a higher quality. It's a $300 crib. And he said, I'll give it to you for that same price. And so we're like, okay. Alright, that's everything for the face products. So I'm going to go ahead and just set it with the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm also panning this. Okay, I just took a break to take Goldie outside and use my little fan to dry that spray down. Alright, so we're moving on to eyes. So like I said, we have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. This, of course, is discontinued, but many of you maybe have recently gotten it or have had it for a while, so this is your reminder to pull it out. Anyways, the other crib, so one, the box was good, $70, no problem, $300 crib at Target if we were to go buy it right now because it's still available. The other box was pretty damaged, so he was like, let me take it out of the box and make sure all the pieces are here and the actual crib isn't damaged. Here's what it looks like. You open it up, looks like this. Ooh, I'm going to do a really simple look. I think we're going to go in with, Luscious. Let's go in with this to start. Yeah, and I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm just going to place that like on my, oh yeah, that's really pretty. So he takes everything out of the box, and it had never been put together. Like all the hardware was still in the container, or like, you know, the packaging. He had like the manual, so he's just going through making sure all the pieces were there. And one piece of wood that goes under the bed, I think like a support, the wood was cracked. And I imagine maybe someone bought it from Target, saw it was cracked, and returned it. And I don't know how this guy gets his stuff, but I imagine it's buying like probably like returned pallets or whatever. Anyways, he said, okay, well, and Jared was looking at the crib, like he was right there. The guy's like, okay, so this piece is cracked. I'll give it to you for $50. You can fix it or just use a different piece of wood, which Jared's like, yeah, I can totally do that. So we got it for $50. And when we got to the register, he had told his wife $75 and $50. And I didn't even say anything because I'm like, this guy has been so helpful. He just gave us a steal. And his sons were working, his like teenagers or whatever, and they carried it all to the car. And they were just such nice people that I'm like, I really don't mind paying $5 more because we just got like a major upgrade. So we have them, they're black, which wouldn't have been like our first color choice, but getting a deal like that, it's like, we can work with that. And they're cute. It's like convertible, what does it go, like crib, toddler bed, day bed, full-size bed. I don't know. It doesn't, you know, you've seen them if you have kids or helped someone buy cribs. Alright, let's go in with puree here, and let's kind of build that up into the crease. Ooh, Charmed, I'm sure. Let's do Charmed, I'm sure first, and then go in with puree. So we have them. We are not to the point where we want to put them together, but we spent $125 total on 2 cribs. That would have been $600 total if we had bought them brand new, or we would have spent $1,000 if we got the ones that I had originally wanted to get. So I think we did pretty good in that department. So I do have a registry, so I think what I'm going to do is leave things on the registry but still try to buy things secondhand, and as I purchase them, take them off the registry. So as soon as I got those, I took off the cribs. I have one high chair that someone gave me, so now I think I'm just going to break up, like look for one thing at a time, secure the one thing at a time, and then get the next. So I'm going to try to find a high chair either on sale or secondhand, and once I get that, then I can just, you know, go down the line of like what else we might need. So feels good. It feels like, okay, we're making this happen. We're not going to be completely broke. We'll be broke, but not completely. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. All right, let's go to puree now, and I'm going to take that just a little bit lower. I've been really working personally on having an abundance mindset for all areas of my life, but especially this, because there's just so many things you can have anxiety about. Obviously, bringing kids into the world is a high thing. Starting a new job, or just being in a job, paying your bills, taking care of someone, like a family member or a friend. Like, there's just so many things in this world to be stressed about. But I'm just trying to not, like, overly worry about it. Like, I just want the mindset of, like, this is gonna be hard. There's no way around that. And that doesn't mean it's not rewarding. That doesn't mean we won't love every step of it. But it's gonna be, like, a huge change to our life and all of that. But that doesn't mean we can't do it. Like, we can do it. We step up and we do what we need to do, and it is what it is. So I'm just trying to take things day by day and not stress too incredibly much about it. Okay, this is really pretty, but I feel like the first time we use a peach palette, we need peach. So I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to put just peachy on my lid, and we're going to, oh yeah, and we're just going to, I guess more so keep it in the center and just keep building it up. And then I'll probably have to just blend out the crease a little bit more. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I like what's happening here. I like it a lot. Do I need a little bit more? Does it look even? I feel like I do need a little bit more. Yes, okay, let's go back in with that same brush. So far, no additional product. And let's just build it up, build it up, build it up. Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. It's simple, but I think it's still, like, really pretty. No fallout, which we love that. Alright, I have this like definer brush. What's it called? Accent brush by Real Techniques. I'm going to go in with Tempting, which is like this black color. Woo! And I'm going to stamp that on my lash line. Just kind of like real easy. I don't want it to be super noticeable, but I do want it to make my lashes and the look in general to look more full. It just added like a little something to it. I'm going to leave my bottom lashes alone. I'm not going to put anything down there. Just kind of leave them open. I like that. So the next thing is mascara, and I'm still using, I probably need to get a new one, but I'm still using the Essence Lash Princess, the coral one. And I personally, when I am applying mascara, I like to take a mirror and look down on it and apply my mascara that way, because I feel like I can really see every lash when I do that. So I misspoke about the Too Faced Natural Palette. It is still available on all websites. Sephora, Too Faced, I didn't check Sephora, but probably Sephora. And as I film this, this might not be the case when I post, but as I film this, it's 40% off on Too Faced's website, but their free shipping is only on $50. So the palette is originally like $52, something like that. It's on sale for $32 right now. But you have to hit $50 for free shipping. And I looked and looked and looked and looked, and there's nothing else I currently want on the website in the like $18-$20 range to hit that free shipping. Because anything I want would be like $30-$40, like a foundation or a concealer or a blush. And I feel like I would just be buying something to buy something if I got like anything else, like one of their holiday kits or whatever, because they still have a few lip kits available. But I'm just like, I don't think I really want it. I think I would just be buying it to hit the shipping. But I thought about it. I was thinking real hard about it, and then ultimately decided not to do that. Alright, we're going to go in with brows. We're going to use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist. This one is in light brunette. And I just kind of lightly fill in the ends and then try to cover any like sparse areas in the front as well. And Ulta, at this point at least, is not running that sale. I should probably check Sephora. I mean, if it was like Sephora or Ulta and they had it for 40% off but had $50 shipping and handling minimum, I know I could find something that I would like genuinely want. But I have some saved, and I can maybe make some offers, but I have a couple of brand new of that palette saved on Mercari, and that's about $24, I think is what I saw for brand new, not touched, still in box. Just like this, I bought this brand new off Mercari, not touched, not even swatched. So I think I might still just get it off Mercari. I know I've seen that palette go down to like $26 on some sales from like Ulta or whatever, but of course I didn't get it then. Because why would I want it then when it makes the most sense to purchase it? Like why would I get it then? Alright, so then we're just gonna brush that out a little bit. I do like that Too Faced brow pencil that I had, the brownie one. I had that one and I really enjoyed it, but I don't know that I need to repurchase it just to get like a deal on a palette. And then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Express Brow. This one is in clear. I also hauled this in that Walmart makeup haul. Just brushing up, kind of giving that feathered look. I'm going to go in with the same spray and go over it again. Okay, and then the final thing, we're gonna go Too Faced Melted Matte in, no, I want Queen Bee. I did think about getting one of these. This one's in Queen Bee. But I feel like I would be buying it just to get a deal, not because I like truly want it. But this is one of my favorite lip products. It's like a mauve color. I thought it would look really nice with this eye look. Alright, yeah. This is the final look. Oh, it's glowy, it's pretty, it's peachy. It's really giving everything that I could hope for. I really liked using each of these products. I enjoyed this palette. It was so easy to use and there was no fallout. Kink and Kisses is still delivering, even though I haven't used her in so long and she's on the older side. She's still giving what she needs to give. This foundation's good. It's just a nice, simple, natural, easygoing foundation. The One Size powder is a little bit drying, but, or I should say matte, not drying, matte, but you can see I brought it back to life with the Ofra. Ofra said, girl, I got you, let's go. I love the hula every time I use it. So good. And I think the lip just brought it all together. So, yay! Thank you guys so much for being here. Let me know if you like this type of video. We could do it really as much as we want. There's no limit. I hope you're all well. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!